Hello, welcome back to my vlog. I'm just Jenny. In this vlog I thought I'd talk about special interests and what they are, what mine are, and just talk a little bit about special interests. Now, just from the get-go, I just want to say that everybody experiences special interests differently, and I can only talk about my experiences and my own special interests and how they affect me and what they are. If you have different special interests or would like to say something or add something to the video, please comment in the comment section, and I would love to hear from you and see what range of different special interests there are in this community. So I thought I'd start by giving a little definition of what special interests are, to give a little bit of knowledge and background to special interests. So the definition is that they are intense and highly focused interests. They can change over time or they can be lifelong. So following from that, one of my special interests, which has been up until now anyway, lifelong, and I think it will continue to be lifelong, is magic. Now, I've spoken about this before in a previous video, in a previous vlog. Magic is something that I absolutely love. I have grown up with magic from when I was younger. I have lots and lots of magic sets from lots and lots of different magicians. My favourite, of course, being Mr. Stephen Mulhern. A lot of people know that. So I have a lot of books on magic, and I read the theories of magic, read about different magicians, both past and present. And I practice magic all the time also. It is something that I have grown up with and continue to love, continue to practice. I used to put on magic shows for my family when I was younger. I used to write little scripts and do proper little shows for them. So I think my magic always has been a constant and will continue to be a constant because I absolutely love it. So books is another of my special interests. Everybody that knows me will know that I read all of the time, so I am forever reading. When you see me, you will probably see me with a book, or you will see me sitting and reading a book. I'm always reading. I have lots and lots of books. When I go in a shop, big supermarket, the first place I will go is to see the books and to see what new books there are, if there are any books that grab my interest. And I will buy new books, or if there aren't any, I'll stick to the books that I have at home. Now, I have a massive pile of books that I've read, and I don't know whether I want to part with them. I don't know whether I want to give them away or sell them, but I'm not sure as to whether I will, if I can part with them. I have a massive pile of books that I haven't yet read that are in my to read pile. There are lots and lots of authors, different authors, just for different reasons. Maybe it's the front cover that's grabbed my attention, and then the blurb. It has to be something that grabs my attention when I pick the book up in the first place for me to want to read it. With books, one of my favourite authors is David Walliams. Now, I have all of his books. I have read all of them. They're hilarious, very funny, really well written, and I love the illustrations in them. Also, I wrote a while ago a letter to David, and I didn't expect anything back at all, and he very kindly wrote back and sent a signed photo, which was really, really lovely, and he takes the time out for his fans, so it's really nice every time he has a new book out to go and get that new book. And I've read it in a day and a half, because I absolutely love them. I can't put them down once I've started. So yes, books is a constant at the moment, and it's very intense, I think. I also find with my books that if I am reading something like, what am I reading at the moment? A detective series, like a thriller. After I've read that book, I have to read something more kind of light. So I'll read a children's book, like a young teen children's kind of book. I'm very into both children books and like the thrillers, the crime kind of books. Really quite like those kind of genres. So leads me on to the final thing that I could think about that was my special interest, and that is Lego. Now, I have lots of sets of Lego. I have different sets, Lego Friends, Lego Disney, and a couple of the new Harry Potter sets, which I absolutely love. I've built the Hogwarts, the train. That was incredible. I think there was about 7 bags of Lego in there. Lots and lots of little fiddly bits. But once it was built, it was absolutely incredible. What I love about Lego is that there are lots and lots of small pieces of Lego, small details, and those small details build up to bigger details, more detail, and that builds the bigger picture. And that's what I love about Lego, is the fact that you have all these small details and then they build up to something that's absolutely incredible, and so much detail, so much colour, and it just builds these amazing things, and you just think, wow, that from that little tiny bag built this amazing scene, or building, or whatever it may be. So I absolutely love Lego. I'm kind of a little bit obsessed with that. I do have lots and lots of sets. I don't know how many I have in total, but I do know that I have a lot of sets. Now, with the sets of Lego, I find I prefer when the Lego set has more than 2 bags of Lego in, because I like the detail and because I like the little bits, and I like building something bigger. I like the bigger sets. Now, the only problem with that, of course, the bigger the set, the more it costs. So obviously it's something that I have to kind of limit to how many big sets that I get because of the money. So I have to, if I really, really want one, I have to really, really work hard and save for that to be able to get it. Now, other people don't understand people's special interests. I think that's just because everybody has a hobby, and some people will just assume that your special interest is a hobby, because to those people who aren't on the autistic spectrum have these hobbies, and yes, you could say, yeah, this is a hobby of mine, yeah, reading's a hobby of mine, building Lego's a hobby of mine, but it's for how long that lasts, the duration of the hobby. Now, another special interest I've just thought of talking about hobbies is that I love to knit, I love to crochet, I love wool, wearing woolly clothing. I just love it. And to make something simple or complicated, complex, whatever, out of wool and out of the colours that you love, to give to somebody else as presents, I love the feeling of giving something to somebody that I have made, that I have spent my time doing. I have a mermaid tail blanket which I've crocheted in my favourite colours, and it's one of my favourite things ever. I absolutely love it. So I might think about doing some more of those, because it's coming up to autumn, winter, and it's getting a little bit cooler now. So people not understanding people's special interests. I don't know why people don't understand the interests. Maybe it's because people maybe don't have the knowledge and the understanding to understand. I think it's something that maybe isn't talked about enough. Maybe because there is the stereotype that a special interest is just, on the autism spectrum, is just purely train spotting or knowing lots and lots about a certain subject. But for every person, like I said at the start of my video, a special interest is different for every single person on the spectrum. I don't confess to knowing absolutely everything there is to know about my special interests, like magic, like books, like Lego. I don't claim to know absolutely everything. I don't know the facts, I don't know the figures, but they're things that I really, really love and I really enjoy and I can talk about. So yes, every special interest is different for every person on the spectrum. So please don't just assume that everybody is the same and tarred with the same special interest, because they are not. Now, if you have special interests, I would like to hear what you like to do or what your interests are. I'd just really be interested to see how different your interests are to my interests, and if you have something different that you like, pop it in the comments below, because I would love to have a chat and a discussion about special interests. And maybe then, if I get enough people commenting and talking about their special interests, then I may do a follow-up video, or maybe I could do a Q&A if you want to ask me any questions. That would be cool. I've not done a Q&A since July, so that would be really cool to do a Q&A on special interests. I will say now that I think my next video will probably be something that will also get you talking, which is about sensory seeking and whether you're a sensory seeker and what kinds of sensory seeking that there are. And I think that would be a really cool topic to talk about. So if you have any questions about that, then pop those in the comment section below also, and I will try and answer those in my next vlog video. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to speak to you all very, very soon. I hope that you have a very lovely day, whatever you're up to. See you guys soon. Bye.